on this side too. Sidekicks both.
Good. All set? Okay. So we have a quorum, termination of the quorum. Call to order a public session. If everybody could please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Led by Ms. Danielle.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Going to move right into the superintendent's report for Dr. Massera.
Thank you, Mr. Maxwell.
You're welcome.
All right. We just have a few things to report. This weekend coming up is actually our homecoming weekend, which is very exciting. We're going to be recognizing some Hall of Fame inductees on Friday night at 6:30, just outside the cafe here. Those being recognized include George Herman III, class of 1941, Haywood Bullock, class of 1964, Betsy Heckman, class of 1998, Natasha Davis, class of 2006, Jessica Grandowski, class of 2010. So congratulations to our inductees, and we look forward to honoring them on Friday night. This weekend, all of our teams will be home for the, whether either Friday night or Saturday. So that's exciting. We do have a pep rally scheduled for Friday and a bonfire scheduled for Saturday night at 8:30. So please come on down and enjoy yourselves at our homecoming. Oh, and the parade, of course, is Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, right down Main Street. We also have, put something on the side. Dr. Soto is meeting with our DEI committee next week. Just put that out. Tomorrow, excuse me. Our first DEI committee. We've been doing a lot of work with that. I know that, Dr. Soto, do you want to talk a little bit about the work that's being done and the meeting you had with Suffolk BOCES?
Sure. So, good evening, everyone. We've done a lot of work last year as our DEI committee, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. We presented our Equity and Education Plan. I was fortunate to have Ms. Dench present with me back in August to the board. We presented it to the entire staff on September 1st, which is our superintendent's first day of our superintendent's conference day. I think it's well received. We are now working with Eastern Suffolk BOCES in a COSA, which is a cooperative service agreement to provide the district with professional development throughout the year. We started our first meeting actually this Monday. I met with April Francis Taylor, who is the DEI coordinator at Eastern Suffolk BOCES. She runs all the professional development for the Suffolk County districts. We had sort of like a small workshop just with myself and the DEI liaisons. We have one liaison per building, so we started that work actually this week. We have our first meeting tomorrow via Zoom at 3:30. We did put the invite on the website, so anyone at home wants to come, please do. And the reason for Zoom is that we have right now, I'm predicting about 23 attendees. So to have 23 attendees and to obviously maintain social distance and masking, it might be a little difficult unless we use the auditorium, which is not really a kind of a personal, intimate space. So we are going to continue to use Zoom. We'll probably break out into ad hoc committees that maybe we could do something in person as we progress with the work that we're doing. But a lot of great, exciting work that we're doing with the DEI committee. At the next meeting, we plan to possibly have our DEI liaisons come to the board and present some of the great work that we're doing. All right? Any questions on the board?
No, 23 is a really good number.
Yes.
Just to remind everybody that it's open to everybody in the community.
Everyone.
You can join the committee at any time and help with the wonderful work that's going on here. Good. Thank you very much, Dr.
You're very
Soto.
welcome.
Okay. We are also, we have working on our Board of Education schedule, and we do have some presentations planned moving forward For the November 17th, we're going to have a high school presentation, and that will be a presentation based on clubs, community service, and things like that at the high school. Elementary is going to be doing a holiday music presentation for the December meeting. The January meeting, the middle school will be doing a student highlight, including the drama club. March 9th, the elementary will be doing a curriculum presentation on the PYP program. April, the middle school will be doing a curriculum highlight with their community project. So looking forward to that. And then in May, the special areas and high school will be doing some presentations on sports and recognition in special areas. So we're looking forward to each meeting trying to spread it out and have different representation from the buildings, to do at least one curriculum presentation from each building and one student-led presentation from each building spread out throughout the year. So looking forward to that for the board and for the public, to increase some of our participation. Ms. Loughlin did meet with the facilities committee. Maybe just a quick update for you, please. Thank you.
So last week on Wednesday evening, Facilities Committee met in district office. We had a very good turnout. We have some new members on that committee, which is great, as we have a lot of work to get done this year in that committee. We did have BBS, our architects, there to explain Clayton Huey and the entranceway that we went over at our last board meeting as well. They went over, the specifics of the work that needs to be done, the continuing investigative work that we are doing in that realm, and the repairs that are potentially going to be required. I reviewed the board goals as it relates to the facilities committee with that entire committee so that they are aware. They have copies of those goals now. And we set our meeting dates for the future. We will be meeting once a month and possibly adding a few meetings in there as we progress through our work of meeting the board goals and building a plan for the 5-year capital plan, as well as the capital reserve proposal that we will get more into as we enter budget season. And we intend to have facilities committee present to the board when we do get to that point. So it was a very good meeting. Like I said, we have some new people involved in that committee. And again, that is open to the public where anybody can join at any point in time.
Thank you. We had a couple of important academic ceremonies. Last Monday, our National Honor Society inductions took place. So congratulations to all of the students that were recognized. Unfortunately, that was an event that I was unable to attend. I was actually at a superintendent's conference in Saratoga, and that was time well spent. I did have an opportunity to present with some colleagues on working with various levels of government, which was a well-attended session, and I think went very well. We took a lot away from that conference, so I thank the board for supporting me in that. Next Thursday, actually, is our National Junior Honor Society induction, so congratulations to all the students that will be recognized there. Otherwise, that is primarily what I have from our report. Formal presentations tonight.
Yeah, there was quite a few of the board members attended the ceremony last Monday, and it was wonderful to have everybody back, socially distant in the auditorium, be able to provide the students with that ceremony. It was really great. Dr. Soto was there as well. So it was good. It was good to be back in the auditorium with the students and families. So thank you for that. Looking forward to next week's Thursday, you said, right?
Yes, Thursday.
Okay. That brings us to questions and comments regarding tonight's agenda only. Anyone? Approval of minutes. The Board of Education is asked to accept the minutes of the following meetings as prepared by the district clerk. Minutes of the meeting of the Board of Education on September 22nd, 2021. Motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor? Yes. Motion carries unanimously. Financial reports. Be it resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, accepts the following financial reports. Treasurer's Report, July 2021. Treasurer's Report, August 2021. Motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor? Yes. Motion carries unanimously. quite lowered, right? Accept the 2020-2021 annual financial statements and extra classroom activity reports. Be resolved that the Board of Ed, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, accepts the 2020-2021 annual financial statements and extra classroom activity reports. Motion? Second? All in favor? Yes, motion carries unanimously.
Consent agenda, approval of all consent agenda items as present. Consent agenda items are approved by a single vote unless they are removed from being a consent item prior to the vote.
Motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor? Yes, motion carries unanimously. That brings us, looks like, to the general public comment. So there doesn't seem to be any. So before we adjourn and get into the information, I just did want to express our congratulations to all the Hall of Fame inductees. Such a wonderful thing that we do to recognize the people who came through this district and excelled. And I do want to just remind the viewers that the Board of Ed, the agenda is on the Board of Ed tab through Docs, of course now, Board Docs. So it's a little bit of a change, so if you're looking for the agenda, that's where you need to go for it. It's got all the reports and everything attached to it, so. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second? All in favor? Yes. Motion carries unanimously. Our next Board of Ed meeting will be Wednesday, October 20th, 2021, exactly at 6 o'clock. Board appreciation at 7, immediately followed by the action meeting. And we're going to continue to have it in here just in case people want to attend, so that we can continue to socially distance. So thank you very much. Motion to move into executive session to discuss a personal matter, the disclosure of which would result in an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. Motion? Second? All in favor?